Hi guys, today I'm going to be sharing some products that I think are worth the hype and products that I think are not worth the hype. So a lot of these products are going to be high-end products and some of them might be a bit controversial, but in my opinion, if I'm going to be spending a large amount of money on a product, I especially want it to stand up to the hype and want it to be a good product. And I don't splurge on makeup that often, like buying really, really expensive makeup. So when I do, I really do want it to stand up to the hype. So I'm just going to be sharing some products that I think do stand up to the hype that it gets and some that don't. And again, some of these might be kind of controversial. A lot of these are cult favorites that when I tried, I just didn't think that they were that amazing. And I've had other products that I think are actually worth the hype and that are actually really good products. And so I'll be sharing those recommendations as well. So let's just get started. So we can start with eyeshadow, I guess. So just kind of 6 months ago, I purchased the Natasha Denona Mini Sunset palette. And I had never wanted to splurge on a full-size Natasha Denona palette, but I have heard that they are some of the best quality eyeshadows out there. They are just ridiculously expensive, so I never splurged on a full size. And when I saw the minis come out, I was really excited to try it. It was within a price point that was reasonable to me, and they're kind of just 5 mini shadows. And when I tried it, I know I've heard a lot of people also say this, that this product is just not as good in quality. Maybe the formula changed from her full-size eyeshadows. And I have swatched her full-size eyeshadows when I've been in Sephora, and some of them have been very, very smooth and creamy. And that is just not the case with these mini eyeshadows. It's also very dusty. You can see the dust. I'll open it up so you guys can see it better. I think the shades are all very beautiful. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. But they just don't perform as well as I would expect Natasha Denona eyeshadows to perform. And in fact, so I don't think that this is worth the hype. But some eyeshadow, or one eyeshadow palette that I think is worth the hype, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And this has been one of my favorites for ever since it came out. I purchased this quite a while ago and I have loved it. You can see it's well used. The shadows can be a little bit dusty. You can see my MAC bag in the background, but it can be a bit dusty, but I think the shadows, just like the pigment, the way they blend, I don't really get that much fallout, even though it looks dusty, a little bit dusty in the pan. But I just love the shades. I love everything about this palette. And sorry again, my lighting is not that great yet. I'm still working on it. Let's see. There we go. And the lighting is a little bit dark in here, but trust me, these are really beautiful shades, and I'm sure that you guys have heard about this too. I just really think that this is worth all the hype that it gets. Alright, next product may be a little bit controversial. I bought this product originally. I spent a ridiculous amount of money on it because I had heard so many people talking about it on YouTube. It is a cult favorite. It has been for many, many years. It is the Christian Dior Creme de Rose lip gloss, or lip balm, sorry, it's not a lip gloss. It is just a lip balm. And to me, it smells great. It smells like roses, and it's Christian Dior, so I think this one lip balm was $30, which is like by far the most expensive lip balm I've ever purchased. And in my opinion, it's just not very moisturizing. I've had even just drugstore regular chapsticks, I feel like, are more moisturizing than this. And you can see that I have used quite a bit of it. I've hit pan, definitely hit pan on that. So I am going to use it up. I've had this for over a year now, and I don't even like reach for it very often because I just think other lip products can moisturize my lips better than this can. In terms of a lip product that I think is worth the hype, that I wish I could show you guys right now, but I think, well, I misplaced it and I can't find where it is right now, is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I think that one gives great shine to the lips, and it actually is worth all the hype that people give it. Alright, moving on to foundation. So I have this Laura Mercier Silk Cream Oil-Free Photo Edition Foundation. It looks like this. Mine's a little dirty because it's old, but I haven't used it up. I barely use it ever because I just don't like the way that it sits on my skin. This is a product that I kind of regret even keeping in my collection. I should have returned it when I first bought it and I realized I didn't like it, but I didn't. I don't know why. But I just don't like the way that it sits on my skin. I think it emphasizes texture. I think it is very full coverage, but it just emphasizes texture and I just don't enjoy wearing it. So I just wanted to give you my thoughts on this foundation. One that I think is worth the hype is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, and I recently purchased this, as you probably have seen in my last video, but I'm still loving it. I think it looks great on the skin. It doesn't sit, it doesn't emphasize texture like the Laura Mercier one does. And I even have so many drugstore foundations that I just enjoy using so much more than this one. I like the, what is it? The Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and then the Revlon, it's a 24-hour stay. I don't know the exact name of it, but I've used those and enjoyed using those drugstore foundations even more than that Laura Mercier one. Alright, last and probably most controversial item that I think is not worth the hype would be the NARS Blush in Orgasm. I know that this is a huge cult favorite. It's like a very classic makeup product that so many people talk about. It is just this pinky blush with gold shimmers in it. And it looks gorgeous and beautiful in the pan, and I had waited for a while and hadn't bought it for a long time, and when I finally did, I just didn't think that it sits on the skin very well. I think it emphasizes texture. I just don't think it applies very smoothly even. It doesn't apply very smoothly or evenly onto the skin. And yeah, I just don't think that it's worth all of the hype that it gets. A blush that I think is worth the hype, and it's even around the same price point as the NARS one, but I just think it applies so much better. I even like the color better on my skin tone personally, is the Benefit Box Blush in Rockateur. And you can see how much I've loved this blush because I've hit pan on it. It's kind of a mauvey shimmery blush, and I just think that this shimmer sits so much better on my skin than the NARS Orgasm blush does. And this shade is just, it looks great on my skin. It's a go-to for me. Alright, and that's all the products that I have to share with you today. Give a thumbs up to this video if you enjoyed it, and please let me know any recommendations for future videos that you guys would like to see from me, and let me know what you guys thought of these that I shared today. Are any of these your favorites? Do you think that they're worth the hype, not worth the hype? Mention additional products that you think I should stay away from that are not worth the hype, and products that are worth the hype. I would love to know your thoughts on all of these products and others. And I will see you next time. Bye!